My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
Hey guys, Blizzcon 2017 is in full swing. I'm Justin Haywell, joined by Erick Tay. We got to play around a little bit with the next World of Warcraft expansion, Battle for Azeroth. Now, there were a lot of announcements here around what's going to be coming next for World of Warcraft, but I think the most exciting, the most interesting thing is that there's going to be a classic server. There's going to be legacy World of Warcraft, like vanilla World of Warcraft is coming back. That's insane.
I'm actually more excited for that, honestly, than I am for the newest expansion, only because it's nostalgia for me. I spent so many hours, so many days, so many months playing World of Warcraft vanilla. This has been something the community's wanted for a long time, to the point where people were making their own kind of like modded servers that Blizzard had to ultimately take down. And then Blizzard basically realized, okay, this is a thing that people really want to do. And I think you got more insight in terms of like what the devs are doing at Blizzard with this classic mode.
Yeah, so this is obviously a still very new thing. So all that we saw at BlizzCon was basically a cinematic introducing this thing. But talking with the developers, it's something that they're working on from the ground up on the development side. They're not outsourcing this to the teams that have done some of the legacy servers in the past. Like, this is something that the guys who originally worked on the game are working on and trying to get right for them. And there are a lot of questions they have to answer, which is why I think this is taking a long time. Now, they said they've been working on it for about a year now, and I don't know how soon this is going to come out. We didn't get a date, but you know, there is a lot to think about. And the thing that they brought up is, there's been so many changes to World of Warcraft, and vanilla WoW isn't necessarily a fun experience in a lot of ways. So what things do you bring back over? What things do you keep? What things are great about the current World of Warcraft that you want to bring over to vanilla, that are just going to make that a better experience, versus what kinds of things are going to embody that classic vanilla experience? So like, that's the kind of stuff that they're balancing now. Like, what parts do we keep? What parts do we get rid of?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a tough balance, and it's like funny because like, how much does the community want that like real true vanilla WoW, versus do they want just like that experience but kind of retextured, right? Like a remaster of vanilla WoW. Like where are they going to head? It's going to be hard to say, obviously. I think just having vanilla WoW might be on its own, like, I don't know, touchy a little bit. You know?
Do you really want to go back to those original graphics? Do you want to go back to all of the old systems that were in place that are in a lot of ways better now? It's more streamlined, but at the same time, like, that embodies that original experience. And those are the things they're weighing. The other thing that I didn't get a clear answer on is how this is going to be integrated into the game. Is this going to be a completely separate thing? Is this going to be something that's part of your main World of Warcraft subscription? Is this something you have to pay for separately? Those are the other kinds of things that they're deciding. Like, maybe this will be something that you could go to a character and he'll warp you over to this other instance of the realm. Maybe it'll be a completely standalone separate thing. And those are the things that they're talking about that they just don't have answers for right at the moment.
I think the other cool thing that we didn't expect to see, obviously, was the intro cinematic for the Battle for Azeroth, which was amazing. I feel like I say this every BlizzCon, but like, Blizzard and their partners always find a way to just really deliver on cinematics. Like, I'd rather have a cinematic like WoW movie than, you know, the real life one we got. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
It was kind of surprising because Legion is still wrapping up, so you wouldn't expect to see Battle for Azeroth cinematic quite yet. But you know, it brings us back to that classic World of Warcraft, orcs versus humans. And that's kind of been missing for a long time. Like, in a lot of ways, it felt like we're getting closer to just being one singular army. And this puts a clear divide between which faction are you choosing. Are you for the Horde? Are you for the Alliance? And it feels like it's going to really focus on that aspect of the gameplay, which is so central both to the original RTS and kind of to the original Warcraft experience. Yeah, so Battle for Azeroth is just announced now. It'll be coming out sometime next year. We have no idea when those classic servers are coming, but just the fact that they announced them now means it can't be too much longer before we get to try it out in some way, maybe on PTR. But for even more World of Warcraft news, for some Hearthstone, and maybe a little bit of Overwatch, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.